Hi, I'm Josephine, and through this video, I will be able to take you through the exact significance of a graphic memoir. So what exactly is a graphic memoir, you ask? Well, a graphic memoir is a comic, but is different from a graphic novel in that it presents the telling of an autobiography where both the text and the illustrations hold significance. Consequently, it's difficult to place the graphic memoir in a set genre, as it fills the qualifications for both a graphic novel and a nonfiction work. So, why exactly do authors choose to present their lives through a more unconventional manner rather than plain text? What is there to gain from a graphic memoir? Through a memoir, the author can deliver directly what's in their mind to the audience and shine a new light on events that would be harder to describe using words. The illustrations themselves are able to give a more vivid depiction of the experience provided and allows the author to be able to shape the reader's experience as he or she sees fit. In Belonging, a graphic memoir about one family's ties to the Holocaust and the guilt that the author carried with her through her German identity, Nora Krug, the author, stated that combining visual and literary forms allowed her to jump between the present and the past, the factual and the poetic, the documentary and imagined. And she also stated that her goal was not to translate the writing into images, but to use pictures to give the reader a more emotional access to the narrative. Authors who choose a more simplistic style may wish to draw attention to the weight of their narrative and intensity of events in the story by making the drawings and the various color palettes much more abstract than reality. So, in a way, a graphic memoir allows the author to not only make textual choices, but to make artistic choices that help them convey their messages to the world. It's a platform for the author to do with their story whatever they see fit. If the setting and the life experiences that the author wants to depict are quite foreign to the intended audience, using a memoir format can be an easy passageway for a reader to delve into the true culture and meaning of the setting. In addition to intensifying the portrayal of events, creating a graphic memoir also disrupts the one-dimensional image of the characters in the narrative and that the people are not just words on a page. It can be difficult to truly understand the events that people go through, so illustrations paired with text are very much able to show the author's raw perspective. And many of the events that are covered in a graphic memoir may be very revolutionary to the author, where words can't convey their feelings, so pictures can be used to portray these events and the emotions that the author felt in order for the audience to gain a deeper understanding of both the narrative and of the author itself. In a graphic memoir called Stitches, David Small, the author, is able to elaborate on his own childhood in a family that was essentially loveless, and he elaborates on how his life was transformed after being diagnosed with throat cancer, which left him mute for years. A lot of the imagery in the memoir is hallucinatory, where some scenes include him diving into a piece of paper or running down a hallway with dead fetuses in it, and him having a huge nightmare where he's a bat. And yeah, that might sound ridiculous when I'm describing it to you, but it just goes to show what exactly a graphic memoir can do in place of text so that the author can relay his inner thoughts and his words without having to use words at all. Another graphic memoir, El Deafo by C.C. Bell, allows the readers to partake in Belle's experiences as she adapts to being deaf throughout her childhood. Here, we can see that the speech bubbles actually mimic her hearing loss, which is able to show the audience exactly what it's like in her mind. Commenting on this, she said that what's so nice about the graphic memoir is that you can play with the placement and the sizing and the color to make things as dramatic or as emotional as you want them to be. Lastly, perspective is one of the most important functions of a graphic memoir. The authors that choose to write and illustrate these memoirs often wish to portray some social or political message through their life and bring a new viewpoint on an otherwise one-sided ordeal. A vast majority of the audience is only able to see tragedy and hardship from the news and media, which they have no personal connection with. They have no idea what it's like to be in the shoes of the people experiencing said struggles. All in all, the ability to show rather than merely tell, where everything from the font used for a particular character's speech to the size and position of each panel helps to tell the story in a graphic memoir. Thank you.